Okay, folks, it's September 1st, and if you're like me, you're ready to go elk hunting. Um, I'm stuck here in Indiana currently, but I am getting my gear together for our upcoming early archery hunt, and I thought I'd take some time to show you exactly what I wear while I'm in the mountains hunting in the early archery season. Now, if you are hunting later in the season, or perhaps a colder region that I'm going to Southwest Colorado area, you may want to tweak it a little bit. I actually do have some clothes that I put in the truck just in case it does get bitterly cold and I need to go back and get some more. But this is what I have for a 3 to 4 day hunt away from the truck. And then after that, I usually come back and get some extra food and whatnot. So I'm going to dive right in and show you what I wear. And I'm going to start from the base layers and work my way out. So first off, I'm a big fan of merino wool. It doesn't hold scent, so I have some merino wool boxer briefs, and then also a merino wool t-shirt. And I wear these for about 3 to 4 days straight, sometimes longer. The merino wool, it doesn't hold any scent. I just do my best. So I also carry a good merino wool sock and a merino wool beanie that kind of keeps my ears from getting cold, and also that one's got a brim on it so it blocks out the sun a little bit. Next, on top of that, I'll have a merino wool t-shirt, long sleeve t-shirt, and then I have a merino wool long sleeve t-shirt with a hood. I really like this hood. It's not very heavy, but you'd be surprised how warm it'll keep you. And then for my bottom base layer, I have merino wool, and these are just what they call the wick top boot from First Light. They just go down to the top of your socks basically, and I really like that. That way, if I have my boots pulled up, my bottoms aren't in my boot, and when I walk, it don't feel like they're pulling my bottoms down. And then another thing that I wear, I did wear merino wool pants a couple years, and I do like those. But a buddy of mine, he had these are like a stretch pant. They're made by Prana, and they are just really durable. The first year I wore merino wool from First Light, the first year I had it, we got in some oak brush, and I'll be honest with you, that oak brush just ate it alive. And he had a pair of these, and they held up really well. So after that, I went and bought these. They got a little bit of stretch to them. They got the vented crotch, and I've hunted with these probably, I'm guessing this will be the 5th year, and they're just pretty awesome pants. They're lightweight, they dry fast, they don't show hardly any wear from the years I've worn them, and I've worn them a bunch. So the only thing that I do not like for bow hunting is they are a little bit noisy. So, when you get in close, you kind of got to watch how you walk and if you rub sticks up against them or something, that's the only thing I do not like about them. And then I have a web belt. I never thought I'd own one of these, but honestly, I was elk hunting one year, and I was in the backcountry for 12 or 13 days. And I think we was in the backcountry for 13 days, and it rained 12 of them, and my leather belt was it was a mess. So, it got waterlogged and stretched, and it just wasn't good. So I ended up buying one of these. It's lightweight. When it gets wet, it don't stretch, and I really like it. I have to say I'll never go without it. So, okay, after that, I have this old Pendleton wool plaid shirt. I hunt traditional archery. I don't know, I used to really love camouflage, but in recent years, I just like plaid and earth tones. I feel like I can hide just as well, and that's just my preference. So, you may or may not agree, but that's what I like. And then on top of that, I have this quarter zip fleece. This is just an OD green fleece. I wear this thing all the time. I love it. I can zip it up around my neck, keeps me warm. One of my favorite things is it's got a big kangaroo style pocket in the front. And this thing is super warm, super warm. And then if it gets real cold or it's raining, I have the Cabela's space rain suit. It's real lightweight. I've had it a couple years. I really like it. You can put it on outside of all that clothing if it gets really cold, and it serves as a windbreak. And last year it got down to around 20 degrees. We had about 4 to 6 inches of snow where we were hunting. I wore all this stuff. I never did get cold at all. Last but not least is I have a pair of gaiters. These are Kenetrek gaiters. I've had these for several years. These are great. You can put them on, and basically you can wade creeks that are a little bit taller than your boots, and as long as you don't camp out in them, it'll help from getting your feet wet. Also, what I found when you're hunting early in the morning, when the dew is on the leaves, or the grass or the weeds, if your pants get wet up high, one thing that those will help do, it keeps your pants from getting wet, and then in turn your socks get wet, and then when your socks get wet, it wicks that moisture down inside your boot, and it's not a good day after that. So with that being said, I forgot to bring them out here. The only other two things that I have is I have just a pair of wool knit Army surplus gloves that I wear. They're lightweight. I can't really stand to wear a glove. Just feel like I can't do anything with my hands, so I wear just those knit wool Army surplus. They're cheap. I don't even remember what I give for them, but they're cheap. They're OD green. And then a couple years ago, I started hunting out of a trail hiker high top tennis shoe. They got good grip on the bottom, and they're lightweight, and they dry faster than the boots that I've had. I've had Gore-Tex boots in the past, and I'm not knocking Gore-Tex in any way. I love Gore-Tex, but as far as a mountain hiking shoe, if you do get them wet, for me it takes a long time to get them dry. So I usually carry a couple pairs of socks, and I rotate them out throughout the day, try to keep my feet good and dry, and that in turn keeps the inside of my shoes dry, and I really like that high top shoe. So that's what I wear in the elk woods early season. Hope this might help you guys out. If any questions, just put it down in the comments. Be sure and hit the like and subscribe buttons, and good luck to everybody this fall. Thank you.